Get ready for the tip off. We'll take that W and hand you a loss. Break your ankles on the cross. On God, I'm that wrong. Off the bounce, leave you on the first step. It might be a long night for you without some double team help or the whistle from the ref. I'm from the school of hard knocks. Watch how I hit them with a shimmy when I get them on the block. We talking nothing but hoops. The floor general and it's true. Spot up in the corner, man, you know I'm gon' shoot. Or slam like an alpha. I'm beastin' like a boss named Hefe. Trapping on the baseline, you escape no way. A baller like Kobe wearing 24. And y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel. With Mr. Slam and Alpha Dog too. And Pure Ways with the best sports book too. If you wanna show support, give us a view. Call this an NBA jam. If you a super fan, hit the bell is what you do. We off the bounce. Check up. Level off the bounce. Let's get it. He's on fire.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another host Slam the Bookie. And these are my co-hosts, Alpha Dog Bets and Hefe Picks. How we doing today, boys?
Good, man. New slate. Excited to dive into it. Hefe, how are you, my friend?
I'd be better if the Knicks were a better franchise, but, you know, what am I going to do? I'm trying to get over it. Sorry, everybody. They let me down, and they had every freaking opportunity to be in that game and cover in that game, and it just kind of freaking disgusted me how they played. But this ain't a Knicks show. It's a basketball show. We move on. How's everybody else doing?
No, take your fucking jerseys down. I'm fucking sick and tired of your shit.
Break them.
You never give me a fucking play again.
Good news is the Knicks do not play until Saturday. That's the only good news we have, is that the Knicks do not play until Saturday, prime time against the Lakers. So you will not hear me talk about the Knicks for the rest of this week after this one sentence that I just said. We're done with them. Let's move on to teams that actually know how to play basketball and have a player that is happy to be there on their team and want to lead their team and not shrug his shoulders and walk with his head down like he doesn't want to play basketball. I'm talking to you, Julius Randle. You disgust me. I'm done.
Yeah. Now, we all know how Julius has been. We know how the Knicks have been. It's been a disappointing for our Knicks fans, but it's a new day. The Knicks are not on the slate, and we have some awesome games to dive into. Slammy, you want to get us into it?
Yes, sir, man. 6-game slate, guys. If you guys are watching, retweet, like, and comment your favorite picks today. Before we get started, as always, the show, make sure to follow him on Twitter.
If you didn't understand what Slam just said, he's shouting out Pure Ways. You already know the GOAT cap, the GOAT guy on Twitter. Check him out. Slam, in case you don't know, you're lagging.
Real bad. So let's dive into the slate, boys. We're going to go right into the breakdown. Oh, we're being paused. All right, well, he is gone. Two-man game. You have me and
we always wanted it, everybody. We're only going to talk the Knicks for the next 30 minutes. We're going to talk every trade. We're going to go down up and down the roster. We're going to talk about the Westchester Knicks.
Shut the fuck up.
No, Slam, you can't do it, buddy.
With the Knicks show.
You can't do it, buddy. Hefe, let's break down the slate for the people. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves going to Detroit, taking on the Pistons. We have a 7-point line. How do you feel about this game?
I actually kind of really like the Timberwolves here, and I know it's a 7-point line, and the Pistons have been kind of, playing up and down lately, but I'm going to feel confident enough to lay the 7 with the Timberwolves tonight. I think they're more talented than the Pistons. I think that I actually don't even know why this line is where it is. I think it should be in double digits. Pistons are a terrible team. They've lost 4 of their last 5, and they really, in their losses, I'm looking right now, they don't exactly keep it close. Timberwolves on a 2-game win streak to start their little road trip off, and I like the Timberwolves -7 here. I really like this play. How about you?
I'm in the same exact boat you are. Looks like we have Slam back. Welcome back, Slam. I also love the T-Wolves tonight. The Pistons are not a good team, and when they lose, they've been getting blown out. They just have not been a good team the latter half of the year. So because of that, I am riding the T-Wolves. They've been playing some good ball. I do have some breaking injury news. You guys know I love getting into that. Hefe, your favorite player in the NBA is out tonight. Dejounte Murray Deontay Murray for the Spurs is officially
Oh wow,
out.
they just announced him out.
Just getting
Damn.
that in live as it was just
Wow.
announced.
You
The
know,
Spurs
you
are
know
dead.
what to do, boys. You know what to do.
Spurs are dead. Spurs are. Shout out to Gusties on time today, baby. What's up?
Getting off work a little early, baby. Slammy, the people need to know. What do you want? T-Wolves versus the Pistons.
Yeah, I don't like that game at all. You know, the T-Wolves are rolling right now, but I mean they're hitting the road again. They should get this win against the Pistons. I got a thing on this game, man. Let's move right along to game number 2 here. This is a better game here. Like you said, Alpha, Murray is ruled out. The Heat got Tucker and Lowry back in the lineup. Man, I actually like the Spurs with the value here. What's that line at now, boys?
7. It didn't move at all. Moved half a point, which from 6.5
didn't move
to
at
7.
all. Yeah,
Which means
I'll still take
this.
Spurs plus the 7. Yeah, man, I actually like the Spurs. This is one of my official plays. I'll just go ahead here. You know, Murray is out, their best player, no doubt. He played incredible against the Warriors, and the Spurs lost to a Warriors team that didn't have any of their starters playing. Pretty embarrassing loss. But I think the Spurs, they win a game and then they lose a game. It's like a roller coaster with them, right?
Yep.
And I think this is a game the Spurs get this cover like that, and the Heat game. I'll take the Spurs.
We lost
Close
to
to the
Slammy.
though. Get a better.
Slammy, we lost you, brother. It's
And
not-
guys, today's episode of Off the Balance is brought to you by Cricket Wireless, which is where Slam the Bookie gets his Wi-Fi connection from. If you want to talk on camera and sound like a robot, make sure you check out Cricket Wireless.
Yep, Slam could definitely help you with that. But, boys, in this matchup, I do lean the under. Not one of my favorite plays of the night, but without Murray, he is the point general for that team. He's what makes the offense click. And Miami has definitely struggled on the offensive end. I don't trust what they've been doing as of late. Give me the under. I think it's still a little bit too high. It's currently sitting at 223.5. Hefe, you want to go into the next game we have on the slate, which is going to be the Suns versus the Hawks. What are you thinking about this one?
All right, this is the heavyweight matchup, right? You know, everybody's talking about the Hawks 7-1 in their last 8. They were on a 7-game win streak before losing their last game, and doing a lot of that damage at home. But the Phoenix Suns are the best team in basketball. 14-1 in their last 15 on an 11-game winning streak, and the line is -4 tonight. And normally, I would really say this is a weird line. It doesn't make much sense, but I'm not going to overthink when a team as good as this has a line like this. I'm going to take the Suns -4. In my opinion right now, Devin Booker is probably the best player on that team. And correct me if I'm wrong, Alpha, Chris Paul is the most valuable player on that team.
100%.
He is leading the league in assists, leading the league in assist to turnover ratio, and making it easier for people like D-Book to get open shots and nail them. The team is playing amazing. I hope they're not one of those great teams that are great regular season teams and can't get it done in the postseason. But we'll see much later. Suns -4. I really trust this play. How about you, Alf?
One of my favorite plays on the night as well is the Suns -4. I agree with you, but to your point, I mean, they did make a deep run last year, obviously, with how far they've got.
Yeah.
They have basically the same team again this year. It's literally the same roster.
Continuity, right? People don't talk about that enough. People don't talk about how important that is.
Absolutely. And now they've had that second year together with the bulk of the heart of that team. So I think they're going to continue to play well. They clearly have one of the better chemistry units in the NBA. Looking at Atlanta, though, Trae Young is still questionable. I think he goes the way the line is indicating. Jay Crowder is also questionable on the other side. But either way, I think it's definitely a Suns play. All right. Let's go to the next game we have on the slate, which is going to be the Bulls versus the Raptors. Line currently sitting at 4.5. The game is in Toronto. Hefe, what is this telling you?
Well, as we know, Toronto, Canada, still no fans. So weird dynamic, no real home field advantage, so to speak. But yet, Raptors killing it at home, man. Really, really killing it. 12-4 over their last 16, 7-2 over their last 9, straight up at home. And tonight, they're 4.5-point favorites over the Bulls, who I don't think Levine is going tonight. It's looking like he's not going.
Correct.
Which is a huge boost for the Raptors. And I got to tell you, I'm rolling with the Raptors here, -4.5. I actually think it's the sharp play on here. I see a lot of people taking the value and the points with the Bulls, but something about that Toronto air, it just works for the Raptors. They get it done at home, and I see that happening again tonight. I'm pretty confident. Raptors -4.5 is my play for this one. How about you?
I like the Bulls in this spot, man. I like that Levine is out. I think it's going to free up DeRozan in that offense. We've seen it time in and time again, guys, all year long, that when the star player of a team is out, or one of the star guys, the rest of the guys step up. Give me Ayu Dosunmu passing the ball over to DeRozan. I see Slam, the bookie, in the chat asking for a prop. I got you on a prop. I have DeMar DeRozan over half a three. Just has to hit 1-3 in this game. Without Levine, I think he'll get some looks from deep. It's currently at -105 on FanDuel, so there's definitely some value there on that play. Hefe, we are flying through the slate. The show really needs Slam to keep us going. But we're on the last game that we have. We have the Lakers versus the Clippers. Line is currently
the battle of the Crypto.com Center. Man, I mean, I'll just say this. These teams suck. I don't care. I'm still mad at the Lakers from last night. I had the Blazers. They had it, and then a collapse in the fourth quarter. Couple of great offensive rebounds by Anthony Davis. But anyway, tonight is a back-to-back for the Lakers, which always worries me because a guy like Anthony Davis, how they going to push him tonight? Is he going to push himself even if he plays tonight? What's the motor on Westbrook tonight? And how about all the other guys who played pretty well last night? God, it's tough because I think the Lakers are getting a little too much value here at plus 3.5, and it makes me, it questions the sketchiness of this line. The Clippers have absolutely nobody going. Clippers, first game back home after a road trip. Lakers, they played in the same arena last night, so. God, and I'm questioning whether Anthony Davis plays tonight.
I think he goes. I'm seeing here that he's been upgraded to probable because LeBron has been downgraded to doubtful. I think without LeBron, he's definitely going to go tonight. I see some people in the comments saying he may not go. I did read some reports saying that he is probable and we should see him go tonight.
And I hope he does go because I'm going to take the Clippers. I'm going to take the Clippers -3.5. This line's giving too much value to the Lakers, and I don't get it. And it can't be regency off of what we just saw, a bias over what we saw last night. I don't get it. You're a Clippers guy. This line makes sense to you?
It does not, and I'm also taking the under in this matchup, boys. It's probably my favorite play on the slate. It is juicy, sitting at 220. No LeBron. Both teams do not have any of their offensive weapons. That's a little exaggerated, but the Clippers really don't have any of their offensive guys. Without LeBron, these guys are playing some big minutes right now. They're going to have some fatigue. I think this one stays very low. We'll see a defensive game in this one. I think they're going to be running at each other, and there's just going to be a sloppy game.
Plus, Lakers got to get mentally prepared for the big bad Knicks to come into town, right? Need a couple days to prepare for that.
Absolutely.
So powerful and big.
All right. Is it already about that time?
Wow. Two-man show flows, man. It just flows.
Two-man game. Do we have Slam? I know Slam's still here in the background. I don't think he is looking good. Can you put up the graphic for best bets, brother? Get yourself useful today or something, Mr. Cricket Wireless.
Oh,
Fade to LeBron. Best bets, boys. I have the Bulls +4.5 is one of my best bets. My second and favorite play of the night is that Lakers Clippers under 220. And we didn't talk about this game. I don't know why it's a short slate. We should have had it on here, but Kings Warriors under 225. Kings have tired legs off a back-to-back. Warriors big spread. I think we see a blowout, which leads to an under. Hefe, what are we looking at?
Is Steph going tonight?
Still questionable. I think he goes though. With the line at 14.
I think the line indicates that he.
Oh, he's off. He's officially off the injury report.
Okay, so he's playing tonight. Andrew Wiggins is playing tonight. Clay is probably playing tonight. This line is exactly where it should be, guys. The Kings coming off a monumentous victory last night over the just struggling Nets.
Garbage Nets.
I like the Warriors tonight. I'll take this big line, -13.5. They're one of the few teams that I think can actually cover this line just based upon how efficient they are offensively when their main guys play. So I like the Warriors -13.5. Not one of my favorite plays because of such a big spread, but my lean for that game. Anyway, best bets. I got 3 for the people. rolling with 3 faves tonight. It's just one of those. I don't think these will be public faves. I think some of them are sharp. I'm gonna roll with the Raptors -4.5. I'm gonna roll with the Suns -4, and I'm rolling with the Timberwolves -7. I think all those teams can win, and for different reasons, man. Damn, fast show, baby.
Fast show, baby. Getting to the ending line. F.A., do you have any props for the people? Anything you want to give them before we get out of here?
I want to just say one thing. Gary Trent has scored 30 points and over 5 threes in 5 straight games, guys. I know everybody's going to run and take his props. Just be aware. There has to be regression at one point.
Hey, Laggy, you got anything for the people? You want to try and get a pick out?
Yeah, am I lagging still?
Try and get a
Cricket
pick
Wireless.
out.
It's Cricket Wireless.
10
is bad.
seconds. Get it in. Get it in. You got 10
Bulls.
seconds.
Take the Bulls, boys. Plus the points.
Let's
Way
get
closer
it.
to game time. Get some value right there. I love the Bulls tonight. All right, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully my Wi-Fi works better. It's snowing pretty bad here.
Huge
All right,
slate
guys.
tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow, 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
Later.